Hello good people, today's video is all about the aperture. Last week we covered the exposure triangle, and then we discovered that it comprises of the ISO, the shutter speed, as well as the aperture. So in today's video we're going to go deeper into the aperture. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Aperture allows light to pass through the lens into the camera, and the lens basically has blades which, depending on the aperture setting, will open or close. Now the aperture is measured in f-stop numbers. It's basically a fraction. So the lower the f-stop number, the wider the opening, the more light you allow into the camera. The bigger the f-stop number, the smaller the opening, and then less light goes into the camera. Now, depending on what you are photographing or what you want the overall aesthetic of your image to be, that will be affected by the aperture or the f-stop number. Say for instance, you are outside, you want to shoot a portrait of a model, and then you want the background to be out of focus but the model to be in focus. You would typically go for lower f-stop numbers, something like f1.4, f1.8, f2.8, something like that. But if, say for instance, you want to photograph or to take a picture of a landscape and you want everything to be in focus, that is when you will go for bigger f-stop numbers. This video is sponsored by Camera Stuff. Camera Stuff prides itself on being South Africa's premier destination for all things photography. Their team of experts is dedicated to providing you unparalleled customer service, technical support, and trusted advice. Visit the links in the description box below to take advantage of their nationwide speedy recoveries. And while you are there, if you happen to buy anything, I'm gonna get a small commission. So get clicking. Whether you are in need of camera accessories or lighting gear, they have you covered. With their 60-day money-back guarantee, you can shop with total peace of mind. Another way in which you can use aperture is by creating what is called depth. This is where you introduce elements in front of your subject which will be out of focus, and your subject will be in focus, and then the background will be out of focus. However, you need to be careful when you are deciding on your aperture. If maybe, say for instance, you are looking to create a sharp image, you need to be able to find the sweet spot of your lens. Depending on the focal range of your lens, some lenses will start at f1.4, some at f1.8, all the way to f16 or f22. So the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle of that. So the sweet spot is whereby you are able to create sharp images. You know, sometimes you might need to sacrifice the background, because once you get hold of a lens that is able to go wide open, we tend to be carried away with blurring the background. Every time you blur the background. But sometimes, you might want to get a sharpest image. The sacrifice with going wide is that the image is not sharp. Sometimes you might focus on the face, but maybe the legs or any part of the body might be out of focus. So that is the trade-off with wider apertures. But the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle. That will bring me to the end of today's video. If you find this video helpful in any way, please do subscribe, share the video, comment, hit the thumbs up, share the video with as many people as we can. The goal for me is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So please do help me out with that. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.